He's consistent. He's like trying to continue to level up.
Yeah.
And you get that with the coaching in the sense of like, bro, that option is there. Can you do that with everyone all day? No, but it's like there's things like you do have access to our information firsthand.
Well,
you know
that's
what I
the
mean?
thing, dude, is like a lot of these people, like, especially on the program, like the workouts and the nutrition assignments will help you dramatically. But the people that show up to the coaching calls that we host, the ones that are consistent in that level of communication are the ones that get like obviously a little more tailored to. That's like why I host those calls. Is so like I can build a little bit of a relationship with these people and know what's going on in their day to day, and then I can reflect that in their program, their workouts, their nutrition, like really get that level of customization. Because the people that don't check in and the people that don't let me know what's going on, like, yeah, then they just get like the run-of-the-mill experience. But the people that are consistent and they want to maintain contact and they want to let me know what's going on and they're like, hey, bro, like this, and that, they have like good questions. It's like, dude, I'll fill that, you know, like I'll level that, you know, that level of communication and pump that information in them. And obviously you have some guys that are like top performers, like they come through and like really latch on and you're like, fuck yeah, dude, like I'll work with this dude closely, like, you know. And then the people that come in and just do the run, like barely anything, it's like, well, you get what you put into this.
My Zoom call, bro, there's guaranteed going to be 6 guys that are on there every week. Same guys every time. No matter what, I know they're going to be on. If they're not, they texted me, hey, I can't make it today. It's like dope. You know what I mean? Like, I know where you're at exactly. I know where your workouts are. I can see your face, your jawline. It's like, okay, dude, like you're fucking killing it. Just by seeing your face off the first time we talked, dude, I just ran into a dude. That guy's in Australia, so I don't like. He doesn't make them all the time, but he logged in on Thursday, bro. His jaw was just like, goosh. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, face to face means a lot, dude. Showing face goes a long way. That's why that option's there.
The way I sell it is like, we're in the room together, bro. That's how we can develop a relationship and really make sure that you understand fully what you're getting into. Because if if you got 1, 2, 3, 500 clients, you're only going to remember the people that you see and that you talk to. And I tell them, blow me up, dude. Oh, I didn't want to bother you with my questions. I wanted to write them down and save them up. No. As it comes to mind, hit me up. It means that you're engaged.
I tell them all
means
the time,
that you care.
Mark, if you think of anything that comes, like, if you have anything that comes up, dude, drop it to me in a message. Like, you don't have to wait till these weekly calls. You know, like, if something comes up, drop it in the message, and I'll get back to you. Like, I check my messages like twice a day. In there, one in the morning, one in the evening. So I try to be super tentative to everything that's needed, and I pride myself on the level of service that I give to these people. So those that pour in, I pour back. You know,
100%.
And those that fucking like are standoffish, I'm like, who are you? Like,
they slip through the crack.
Like, where you been?
Where have you been?
The people that want to come at you sideways don't check in. They probably don't have a progress photo uploaded, or they have one set from when they first started. Right? They haven't asked a single question.
I won't even do the meal plans until they upload a photo.
I started doing that like a month or 2 ago too. I'm like, I won't even assign macros. Won't do a meal plan until you put a photo up. Like, because I used to just do it off of stats. Because I didn't want to wait for them.
Age, weight, body weight.
And now I'm like, I ain't even doing it. Like, send me, like, upload a photo.
The stats are one thing, but bro, you can't see where they're at. Like, dude, you could be 5'10", 180 pounds, and they're telling you they want to bulk, and then you see a photo. It's like, nah, dude.
We talked about that on the way over here.
Yeah.
You'll get some guys like, bro, I've been lifting for this many years. You know, my bench is this. I track all this. I'm on this many calories. You're like, damn, this dude must be like on the ball, right? Like, I'm going to set this dude up. Says he wants to bulk. You see a picture of him, bro, and he just looks like a straight up fluffy trash can, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really important. And not only that, but to like measure progress, because
Huge.
And we've talked about this before too, but it's like people get discouraged sometimes because they see some of these transformations and these other people that come through and have these incredible results, and they're like, well, what am I doing wrong? I'm like, nothing, bro. Like, look at the comparison. Look at where you started. Look at where you're at. You're moving in the right direction. It's just taking you a little bit longer, dude. You know, you think you're gonna have your dream body in 90 days, and that's rare.
It didn't take you 90 days to fall out of shape.
Bingo.
I have a huge misconception of like cardio equals like I'm gonna be super lean, I'm gonna be super cut. It's not at all. I mean, dude, look at marathon runners, bro. Like a lot of them aren't even like cut at all. So like the food is what it comes down to, but it's like the training, like what I was telling you guys earlier, to me it's 50-50. You have to have the right training program and you have to have the right nutrition. One doesn't work without the other. The nutrition to me has always been more important in the sense of like that's what I lacked in. I always enjoyed working out. That was never an issue for me. The nutrition was. But for people it could be like, if going to the gym is hard for you, then that is gonna be your ingredient you need to focus on as well, you know? So
Yeah.
there's just so many little things, dude. If you have all the time, I mean, the perfect ideal plan, like people ask me all the time, like, well, what do you want? I'm like, dude, if you could go do fasted cardio in the morning and train later in the day, or train after you do, or however, if you want to work out and then do fasted cardio first thing in the morning, or if you could split those, in my eyes, that's an ideal duo. But that's not. A lot of people can't do that, bro. I never could do that. You know what I mean? Like fasted cardio didn't exist when I was in level 12. Like there was no way.
I didn't have time to do cardio pretty much, bro. Like, and I know that sounds stupid, right? Like one of those, I don't have time for it, but like, bro, I went and I lifted. I always prioritized the lift, but I knew that my job would provide me enough cardio, 10,000 steps. You know, and then occasionally, like once the kids went to bed, I'd throw down 100 burpees or something, or 20 minutes on the elliptical. But like,
you would have made time. Like, say you wanted to do a show, then you would have had something in your garage. You would have done cardio.
I would have figured it out
every night instead of sitting with Laura on the couch for 30 minutes.
Right.
You would have been doing. I mean, dude, there is a give and take. Like, you can make it happen.
Yeah.
It's just really, really, really comes down to prioritizing your time.
Yeah.
Because I know some motherfuckers were watching American Idol last night that probably could have done, you know what I mean? Like, dude.
Sure. And that's where I was at. Like, if I couldn't get it in the morning, like I wanted to, like that's why I trained in the morning, so I could be with the kids, tuck them in, and then have, you know, my wifey time at the end of the night. But yeah, like you said, bro, like if I had a bigger goal, or like when I quit Local 12 and I stopped taking 10,000, 15,000 steps a day, I went, holy smokes, what is happening?
I got to bump up my...
I was hitting the elliptical daily, bro, and I was trying to get in either fasted cardio or cardio at the end of the night. Like, damn, bro.
Oh, I saw that.
Change.
I saw that this year, bro. Like, I was looking back at footage from December, January, February. I was like, Jesus Christ, bro. But then it slowly put on a little more body fat. I mean, I went from like not working to also not surfing. So like my movement throughout the day just went like down.
Ooh, sorry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was when I was like, okay, I need a new challenge. And that's why I started doing cardio, because I'm not waking up, bro. I'm not climbing boom every day. I'm not jumping up and down trailers, and I'm not paddling all day every day because my shoulder's been tweaked. So it's like, but I saw it, dude. I mean, for me, I was like, I'm out of shape. Haley's like, you're fucking tripping, dude. I'm like, bro, I ain't about it. Like, I fucking want to lead from the front too, dude. Like, I got 100 fucking people on my team that are looking at me to be the fucking cream of the crop. You know what I mean? So I do it for me, but I do it for them too.
You have to. Well, you have to be that. You have to be that center mass, in a sense, like the shit that holds the ship together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I'm sure if people see like their coach or their whatever slacking, you know, taking it easy, then they're like, oh, what the fuck, you know. I tell people all the time, dude. I tell them like, bro, you don't have to train 6 days a week. I just try to do that to make it a habit.
Yeah.
We all want to get you in the habit of exercising on a regular basis. You could train 3 or 4 days a week. That means you have to step up your nutrition game. Yeah. If you want to slack on the training and the movement, then you better get your diet tight. You know?
I needed days off from the gym this week, but I couldn't do it because I'm fucked up in the head.
Yeah.
But I would have benefited taking days off. I just go to the gym for my mental deal.
Yeah.
Like that's the problem with me. I guarantee you I would benefit taking more time off from the gym.
For sure. I tell
But
people the same thing too.
I
They're
need
like,
that
"Dude,
mental
my shit's
release."
killing me. I'm like, dude, take a couple of days off.
I took 3 days, maybe not even 3 full days, bro, of just doing like higher volume and just being there to be there and like go through the motions. And it was like work to not throw extra plates on that I knew that I could do. Bro, my neck felt better, my lower back felt better, I slept better, my hips weren't as tight. Like I was like, damn, like I still trained, but I just needed that like lower freaking load and volume to just kind of
lower intensity, so to speak.
Yeah, because if you go in there with the intent of just make yourself barf every single time, bro, like it's gonna catch up to you.
Well, yeah, think about it, dude. I mean, those of us who are serious about it, like we train at a high level every time we go in there, whether we intend to or not. We just like mentally tap into that point where fuck, I need to push myself, I need to push myself, I need to push myself. And that's taxing not only on your body but your central nervous system after time. And dudes like us, like, dude, we don't fucking take days off because we're just so ingrained into that culture that we gotta get up and go. But it's like all these people trip like, oh dude, I'm fucking wiped out. I'm like, take a few days off, bro. Like, you think you're gonna lose everything that you worked for, and it's not the case.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you can take a fucking week, you can take 4, 5, 6, 7 days off, and it ain't gonna do nothing.
That's what's crazy, bro. Like last year, like looking back, like a footage of me on my phone, I'm like, dude, I was training not a lot. I couldn't. I mean, bro, I just couldn't get in there. It was people say they work a lot. Like, no, dude, I was physically like
Out of town, like 100 hours a week.
And then it's funny because at the time I would always feel like I lost everything, and looking back, I'm like, fuck, dude, I look good, you know? Like, you're fine. It's so mental. Like, so much of it's mental, dude.
I have to go for them. You know, like, how am I gonna ask you to train 6 days a week or get up early if I'm not up by 4 on Saturday at the freaking gym by whatever, you know what I mean? Like, and sometimes I feel bad, like I'll be rolling up to the gym like 6 o'clock. I'm like, damn, dude, it's like late in the afternoon.
Anchor hours.
Yeah, dude, geez. Dudes are like leaving, they're like, damn, you're late today. I'm like, oh yeah, I know, bro. But yeah, bro, like we could all get away with the way we train 4 days a week, 5 days a week.
And I've been training, like I've been going through little blocks where I'll drop down to 4 days a week just by implementing things that I deprived myself of for so long. Like dropping training volume or training frequency down, increasing calories, increasing sleep. You know what I mean? But you have to get to a point where you can do that. A lot of these people, like, they just need to hammer for like 3 months, 6 months, maybe even a year, and build up those habits to get ingrained into that lifestyle, because then it's like, then you can pull back the reins. Then you can kind of loosen up a little bit on certain things and allow yourself to actually grow in those areas, you know. But a lot of people struggle with the habits part. They do the 75 hard mentality. They fucking hard charge it for 2.5 months, 3 months, and then they're like, sick, that was dope, I'm gonna go back to being a bum. You know, and it's like, that's not the idea here. Like
that's what I hate.
The 90 day or 6 month mark, like why I program like that is because that's like the start of your new life. Like that is not a finish line. It is a starting line. You know, that is where your new life, your new habits, your new body and mindset take off. You know, it's not like, oh cool, that was sick, dude, thanks for everything, like I'm gonna go back to being a couch potato. It's like, dude, wrong idea. You came here for the wrong things if you thought that was like end all solve all. This is the new beginning.
And what they come to find out, dude, and that's why I like having people get linked up with like MyFitnessPal and counting their macros, because at the end of the day, bro, it's really about like longevity, bro. Like I don't want, if you give me enough time with you, whether it's I don't even think 3 months is even close, but if it's 6 months to a year and they're working with you one-on-one, what you're gonna find out, bro, you're gonna learn a lot in a year. Obviously, working out is like a sport, so you just get better and you're gonna improve it. Just like anything else in life, the more you do it, the more consistent you are, the better you get, which also builds that momentum. But on the other end of it with the nutrition is, nutrition isn't just like hard fact numbers, dude. Like it's going to take you years to figure out how your body responds to certain foods. Within a year, you'll get in the shape you want. But as time goes on, bro, and like as the years go by, you could start eating very intuitively to where like, okay, if my carbs are at this, my whatever you split you put yourself on, you're gonna know like how you respond to that split. And I tell people that, bro, like I want you to be able to take what you learned from me to where when you go to in Hawaii in 2026 and you're like, bro, I was at a certain split with Jimmy, I'm in this shape now, I'm gonna undercut it even more because I want to get my body, I want to like get crazy lean. Or you are super lean and you want to ramp it up. You start to educate and learn where your number should be yourself, which is ideally the goal for me with clients, so they can like take this, what they get from us, and have it for the rest of their life, dude. But it takes a really, really, really long, like, dude, I could really eat food and not have to track certain things and eat intuitively and know exactly where I fucked up.
That's rad. I can't. I have to track.
There's professional bodybuilders, bro, that they don't do anything without a coach.
Yeah.
Because it's just give me the structure in the program and I will follow. And they'll follow suit.
Yeah.
Because they're walking around at like 1.5% body fat on show day. But it's not something that just like some people just rather trust the numbers, trust what's on the paper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean it's not that I couldn't figure it out. I guess I haven't really tried, and maybe like I have in my head like I would just screw it up. You know what I mean? But like it just helps me to know like, all right, I got my 240 grams of protein, and then I mean, even like Alex Hormozi's like, bro, like I eat 200 grams of protein minimum, and then just like fill in the gaps with whatever else I want. I eat ice cream, I eat cookies, I do this, I do that. You know, he's jacked.
But homie's already in shape.
right.
In shape can't do that.
That's what I think like you could get to the point where you could eat intuitively, but I think what's super important, and I push this on everybody, I'm like, I'm gonna give you your macros, I'm gonna tell you how to track them, I'm gonna send you a meal plan as a tool.
That is a tool.
But I want you to learn how to track so that you get the longevity out of it. Because in 6 months to a year, even if we only go 3, you might eat the meal plan for a year, but at some point you're gonna go, I will barf if I look at chicken and ground beef and rice again. You don't know where to go. The only place you know where to go is back to old habits, right?
But even with intuitive eating, you are going to want, when you wanna dial in hard, you're gonna wanna go back to numbers.
Right,
because that's what it is. Intuitive, like, bro, it takes years to really get everything figured out, like, even where I'm at. But, bro, if I want to get down to, like, a certain thing, you have to follow a program, bro. You have to be on a split. This is what I'm hitting every day. These are the times that I'm going to eat, because that's what is going to get you to, like, here to here.
I think it brings, like, when you bring the consistency in again with the food and you start eating the same things in the same quantities every day, your body kind of gets regulated in a way too. Well, you know what I mean?
By doing that, though, you know where you're kind of fucking up. Because if you are eating the same things and it is tracked and it is written down, it is at the same time, you're like, bro, I am so depleted. You know you could ramp your carbs up. You know what I mean? Like, I need to consume more carbs in the morning. Even if you're on the same split, the times you eat it can affect the way you feel and look during the day. So like, maybe before your early morning workout, you do need to consume those oats.
Yeah.
Or banana, even a simple banana, dude, or a rice cake. It's just,
makes a huge difference.
But if you won't know what you're missing when you're not consistent. It's the consistency which you goes, you know what, back to the drawing board. I'm feeling way depleted, or I'm like way bloated, bro. I don't need the amount of food that my numbers would think would require that. You know, like I just don't need it. I'm feeling bloated. I'm not dropping weight fast enough. All right, let's pull back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reel it back, and if I'm not seeing weight fall off of me in certain areas, you keep going. You know what I mean? Because all of our workouts are always gonna be there. We know, you know, if you have a shitty workout, very, very easy to know. If you're not tracking your food, you don't know where you're missing the mark with your nutrition, dude. That's why, like, I mean, dude, if you pull up Haley's phone, you could see everything she's almost eaten for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
In her notes. She just writes it down.
Oh, in her notes?
Yeah.
Oh,
She'll literally physically write it all down.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And like she didn't know what her macros should be when she got sober and started working out. But what happens is, and people ask all the time, like, where should I start? Like, dude, if you can't afford a coach right now, write down what you eat and literally look at it at the end of the day and be like, you're either going to be like
conscious of your decisions,
and you're going to start. That's at least a step forward,
right?
Because now you are getting a little bit humbled and you are taking a little bit of accountability. Going, damn, bro, my snack was a chewy granola bar and this and this and this. Like, dude, that's 1,000 calories.
Yeah, I ate like a dick.
Yeah.
The tracking though, like I love it when I'm on the Zoom call and my new clients will be like, I had no idea that I was drinking all my calories like first thing in the morning
100%.
and then snacking all day on trail mix and nuts, eating 150 grams of fat.
Dude.
I was getting like 30 grams of protein a day.
Dude.
So like that, like you bring that into it and you just tell them like, just get 200 grams of protein, bro.
Yeah.
Just start there, you know, and a lot of people could start there because there's dudes out there eating like 60 to 120 grams of protein.
Dude, that's where I started for a while. Like when I first started tracking my stuff, I focused on hitting a protein goal. And then I basically reduced my carb intake to like only fruit. And I did that for a while. And I think even just doing that, like I think I lost like between 20 and 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Like I went from like 235 to like down in that lower 200 range. And then like after I kind of had those habits locked, I basically started really being conscious about all three.
You refine
it.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, because I was locked in. Like I saw the change, I saw the result of the habits I developed, and I'm like, fuck, okay, I want to dial it in even more. I want to see what fine tuning this does, you know. And then lo and behold, the big physical change that happens when you're consistent and strict and have that accountability with self, you know. And it's not just me. Like I put people on, like my clients, on the same numbers, the same meal plans, the same shit that I did to get to where I'm at, you know. And that's why some of them have insane results, because they follow the fucking plan. They trust the process, you know, and they commit. Other people want to question everything and be like, well, I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? You fucking paid me to tell you what to do. Don't question what I'm saying. Like, this works. I might have to tweak a couple things along the way depending on where you're at, but it's a proven system at this point. Yeah. Like,
all it takes is to realize some little change. Like when you saw it in yourself, as soon as you realize there's a little bit of change, you're fucking hooked.
Oh yeah.
Because you now found that you, Brad, the one that did the work, is now reaping the reward of seeing something that no one else could do for you, dude.
Yeah.
And as soon as you start to see that like little bit of progress and you realize like, man, I was capable of doing this off making some minor adjustments in this, and it's only been a month or 2 months or 3 months. Where am I? Where could I go if I continue to learn and educate myself? Where could I be in like 2 years, 3 years? And I used to look at those guys that were like older than me and in the gym. I'm like, bro, how in the hell?
Yeah.
There was so much of the formula that I was missing. I was putting in work. I just wasn't doing the whole equation.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just strictly loved banging iron. And that was just...
It's a small part
of it. It's a small part, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, working out, dude. I mean, we all know the working out is the easy part in most cases. You got to tie in the nutrition and the consistency. And in all honesty, these dudes, like, online, like, and I'm saying, like, people even beyond where we're at, like, years worth of work and consistency and dedication. You know, you can't build that in a couple of months.
No.
You know, some people will have, big transformations and big results in short time, but you got these guys that are like 10, 15, 20 years in the game of like being fucking dialed, and that's why they look like fucking freaks of nature, and everybody wants to be like, oh, gear and this and that, and it's like, no, this motherfucker's been training his ass off and being consistent in all these other areas that you guys don't even know exist.
I got people telling me what cycle I run all the time. This dude's on trend, this dude's on this. They're telling me I'm on stuff I don't even know what it is, dude. I'm like, bro, you guys are so lost. Yeah. You have to be on this. It's physically impossible. I'm like, physically impossible, dude. First of all, you think I weigh 240. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just, like, on point right now. But, like, dude, I've been training consistently, and I'm not even exaggerating, at minimum, like, 5 days a week. Unless work literally removed me from that week, or, like, when I shattered my arm. Mm-hmm. But even when I shattered my arm, I did legs every day. When I tore my shoulder, I still did cardio and legs probably 4 to 5 times a week until my knees started to hurt. And I was like, okay, I need to pull back on doing legs 4 to 5 times a week because my knees are killing me and my shoulder's torn. So, like, you can't take that out of the person. Like, that's what I did, dude. I would have to physically ask people to, like, load plates, or I stuck to the stackable stuff because I was in a sling.
It's the mentality, dude.
You know, like I wanted it. Like, bro, I have photos on my phone I could show you. Like 2-3 months out of surgery, I'm fucking at probably 6% body fat.
Damn.
With a tiny little skinny arm. Because, bro, I didn't let it.
You didn't.
I had let off the gas a little bit when I broke my arm, and I was like, fuck that, dude. So when I tore my shoulder, I was like, dude, I already know the size is gonna leave. Atrophy sets in like immediately, dude. So nothing I could do about that. What I can do is I could get fucking shredded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it honestly, like, it was one of those weird blessings in disguise because I got a better physique out of it.
For sure.
I honed in on my nutrition hard, bro. And I was like, I can't eat this, I won't eat that. I'm on a schedule. Legs, abs, cardio, sauna, nutrition. That was like, and ice. I mean, dude, it sounds like a lot. It's not.
Yeah.
You know,
super basic, really.
Habits, discipline, lifestyle. And if you didn't have that in place before, you would have been screwed. Like I had a conversation with an old client who would have still been on the program, but he crashed on his mountain bike or his dirt bike or something like that. And he called me the other day for a check-in, right? And I hadn't talked to him in a couple months. But what's up, dude? He's the diabetic guy that got off a bunch of meds, like cut his A1C in half, like he's doing really good, right? He has like a bone spur that's like rubbing on a tendon right here. And so the doctor's like, dude, you could lose like feeling in your fingers and arm, like if you train. So he's like, bro, I'm hitting legs like every day. I'm still curling with 10 pounds, like just trying to be real careful. But dude, he was on the program for 6 months and he built that mentality, right, around the lifestyle. He's like, I will not go to the gym 6 days a week, even though I'm in a sling with one arm.
Dude,
Same thing.
You know what defeating it is to be doing curls with 5 pounds? Like I did that, bro, for like 2 months straight. 5 pounds. How do I make this hard? First of all, it was hard because it hurt. Because it still was like pulling on my shoulder. But it's like, how do I, and that's why I tell people over and over and over again, like fucking focus on mind-muscle connection, dude. Focus on engaging the muscle you want to target. Because when you learn how to do that, dude, like we've talked about, you don't need to hit the 120-pound dumbbells if all that stress is going on your front delts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're not hitting your upper chest with 120s on incline, why do it?
What are you doing? Yeah.
I'm not saying don't work your way up. That's fucking awesome, dude. If you're strong, I love heavy presses, but dude, start with 50s, slow it down. You should start to see and feel the shit you're trying to target. Like if you're doing bicep curls, bro, like it's one of the best workouts in the world, and you see almost 90-something% of people do it wrong, and it's not even like their fault. You just think heavy curls are gonna get you big arms. It's very hard to get out of that mind state, dude, where like you slow it down, you could twist where you hold the dumbbell, the way you want to twist your hand. Dude, I mean, there's 8 different tweaks you could do to one bicep curl to make it change and hit each part a little bit different.
Yeah.
But you have to be in tune with what the hell you're doing, dude.
For sure. Yeah, there's a huge difference between moving weight and controlling the movement. You know, so I see guys at the gym all the time, they throw around big weight and they look like shit. Like literally look like shit.
That was me.
And then
And they scream and yell sometimes too.
Yeah. And then, you know, I'll go grab 50 to 75% of what they were just moving. And like our physiques are night and day.
Yeah.
You know, and they look at me like, what the fuck, why aren't you moving more weight? And I'm like, dude, control, mind-muscle connection, like the form and actually squeezing these muscle groups rather than just like heave-hoeing through this shit. Like I'm not training for strength. Like I'm training to, there's a huge difference between training for strength and training to build muscle.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to lift heavy weights to build muscle. No. Like you just have to be consistent in the nature that you're training all the time. You have the mind-muscle connection, and you're really getting that full squeeze, and you're training to failure on a pretty regular basis.
I was literally
the
other guy that jammed you up. That was the big guy lifting heavy with a completely different body type. Because dude, I would go work out with like some heavy hitters that were like pretty low in body fat, super huge, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I lift heavier than these fools. I don't understand. That's always where my mind was at. I like, how?
Yeah.
How are you so much bigger than me? Like I'm lifting, like we're working out together. I am outlifting you in every set. Mm-hmm. But as he's like pulling his elbows perfectly back and squeezing his lats, and that's why he looked like an airplane. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, and I'm doing double the weight, you know? I'm like, it's hard to get that mind shift to be like, wait a minute, dude, this is what I got to do. Yep. It's not an easy thing to do. Pushing heavy weight is like hard in the sense of like the strength it takes, but like mentally, like commitment is a struggle.
Well, and tempo too. You see so many people lifting heavy weights like super fast.
Yeah.
Super fast. It's like, bro, slow it down a little bit. Like fucking take the, you know, you're rocking 120s right now. Drop it down to like 80 or 90 pounds and fucking slow roll that extension and flexion, you know, and see how much different that set hits versus just like mean mugging 120, like flailing all over the place. Like, dude, you look
David
like
doesn't
shit.
like to work out with me. He's like, you take forever. I'm like, I know. Because I'm going slow, dude. It's like how like if I do 12 sets and you do 12 sets and it takes you 15 seconds and me a minute 45, who do you think got the better reps of 12? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
315 for 20 is always going to be more impressive than 405 for 5.
Yeah.
Seriously.
You know what I mean?
100%, dude.
315 for 20 is a fucking mission, bro.
Dude.
That's gangster right there.
It is gangster.
That's some NFL shit right there.
I used to get 315 for like 10, 12. Maybe more. Maybe more. But
I went to the gym the other day, dude. I banged out 10, and I thought I had 10 more in the tank. I felt so good. I was like, this is sick. I'm going to quit while I'm ahead before I didn't add any more
before
weight.
anything blows up.
Bro, I went back the next week, and I was all, I put like 2 plates on the pendulum. I'm all, like wrapped my back.
Yeah.
Some days you're on it, dude, and some days you're not, dude.
You guys want to walk and talk?
Yeah,
We can, yeah.
Let's cruise it.
Oh, we gotta pay, huh?
Yes.
I already did. You paid? Yeah.
You mother.
Yeah. I need a write-off, you guys.
We do.